We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. Closing arguments today in the trial of the squeegee kid charged with murdering a Baltimore driver. Coming up, the points both sides are trying to make to jurors. As the investigation into the deadly mass shooting at the Brooklyn homes continues, we are hearing from one of the victims' families how they're remembering their loved one. And it is a wet start to your work week. Overnight storms continuing into the afternoon. Coming up, when this rain will finally move out, and then just how hot it will get when that happens. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. Developing now in a city in crisis. Overnight, 5 people were hurt in 3 separate shootings, all less than 2 hours apart. The shootings spanned across the city in West Baltimore, Northeast Baltimore, and Southwest. Among the victims, 2 teenagers. To date this year, 377 people have been shot and injured in Baltimore. Another 155 have been killed. Happening today, it is closing arguments in the trial of the squeegee kid accused of murdering a driver. Shannon Lilly is downtown with a look at the case and what's next.
Those closing arguments are set for this morning, and soon this case will be in the hands of the jurors. They'll decide whether this was murder, like the prosecution was arguing, or self-defense. That decision will be made at the Baltimore City Circuit Court, which is just a couple blocks away from where I am now. It also
Midday.
11:06 now. Here's our look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, an Annapolis man is facing hate crime charges following a mass shooting in June. Police say 43-year-old Charles Robert Smith shot 6 people. 3 of them died. All were Hispanic. A grand jury indicted Smith on 42 counts Friday, including 3 hate crime charges and 3 counts of first-degree murder. He is expected in court next week. Trending number 2, in Baltimore County, police are investigating a murder. It happened just before 9:30 Saturday night in Woodlawn. Police say 49-year-old Sean Stewart was shot during a gathering, but no answers were given on how big the gathering was, the circumstances leading up to the shooting, or any information about suspects. Trending number 3, in Carroll County, police are searching for the person who tried to steal an ATM from the Finksburg Plaza shopping center. Police say someone used a stolen truck and tried to take the machine, but they were unsuccessful and ran off, leaving the truck behind before officers arrived. Anyone with information should call police. Trending number 4, Maryland native Michael Phelps sees the last of his individual swimming records broken. Leon Marchand, a 21-year-old Frenchman, set the new world record in the men's 400-meter individual medley. Marchand cruised to the win in 4 minutes, 2.5 seconds at the World Championships in Japan. He beat out Phelps' time of 4 minutes and 3.84 seconds, which he set at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. Well, still ahead, are you looking for a job? You'll want to avoid these resume red flags. Coming up, 4 things to job experts say will get your resume thrown in the trash. And big changes at Twitter. It's bye-bye birdie. The new logo Elon Musk is rolling out. And we're just a month away from the first GOP debate. We'll look at the 7 candidates who have qualified.
It's going to be another hot day around the country, with many areas in the 90s and in the triple digits. On the other hand, we'll be in the mid-80s, but we have a major warm-up coming for the weekend. I'll let you know just how hot temperatures get coming up in my full forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
(11:10) now. And taking a look at your social stream, we are just 1 month away from the first GOP presidential debate, and we're getting a better look at who might take part. Now, to qualify, candidates must meet certain requirements like polling numbers and donor counts. So far, 7 of the 14 Republican candidates qualify for next month's debate, and that includes former President Donald Trump, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, former Vice President Mike Pence, as well as former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Your reaction to the debate? Trump versus Vivek is going to be interesting. And more importantly, the nation deserves a Democratic debate. We must see Biden's acuity and true capacity. Well, Twitter is getting a new logo. Elon Musk is saying goodbye to the site's iconic blue bird and replacing it with an X. In a series of weekend tweets, he also announced a new website URL saying x.com now redirects to twitter.com. The change is the latest in a series of changes that Musk has imposed on the social media app. A couple of weeks ago, he announced new limits on how many posts various users can see. It comes as Twitter faces new competition from Threads, a similar app launched earlier this month by Facebook parent company Meta. Reaction on social media. Go to Threads if you don't like it. I'm sure Zuckerberg will treasure your input. Elon Musk is the best thing that's happened to X, the new Twitter. You and all your years of business and Twitter experience will be cherished at Threads. Someone else saying, just leave Twitter alone. Stop ruining it. And they listed a poll of Elon Musk asking should he step down. Most people say yes. Topping your entertainment news, Barbie is bringing in the big bucks for its opening weekend. The new movie took in more than $70 million at the U.S. box office on Friday. That sets Barbie, which is directed by Greta Gerwig, on track to bring in roughly $155 million for its domestic opening weekend. It's also on pace to be the biggest domestic start for a female-directed movie. Congrats on all of that. And here's reaction. Congratulations, Greta, a new milestone for female directors and inspiration for the many more to come to try for themselves. And another person saying, I did not expect for the Barbie movie to have me crying like a baby. I can see where she's coming from with that. We're still ahead, checking out with just the swipe of your palm, the new tech Amazon is rolling out at its brick and mortar stores. But first, we're helping you get ready to send the kids back to school. Coming up, we're talking the hottest school supplies of the season. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. 11:13 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:14, we're back with a live look over the Inner Harbor. We started the morning off with storms, and we could see them off and on through the afternoon. Stay with us. Meteorologist Jasmine Lomax will share when the storms will move out and then just how hot it will get when they do. All right, so it may be hard to believe, but the new school year is going to be here before you know it. So we're just more than a month away from the start of the new year. And Fox 45 is helping you prepare with a closer look at the back to school essentials kids need. Nicole Granger with Volunteers of America, Chesapeake and Carolina says Operation Backpack is up and running.
And the whole goal is to meet the needs of children from income-constrained families by providing backpacks, school supplies, think pens, pencils, notepads, notebooks. But it's not just back-to-school supplies that kids need to help them be successful throughout the school year. It's also funding for after-school tutoring to make sure they have healthy food to eat, make sure their parents have funds for transportation to get their kids to these opportunities. So there's a lot that goes into this campaign.
If you would like to help donate, you can drop off supplies at our studio. Baltimore County Police Departments are also a drop-off location. And if you'd like to make a monetary gift, you can do it by text. Just text SCHOOL to 243-725. Well, Fox 45 is your back-to-school headquarters, not only for backpacks, but with school starting in just a month, it's important to know all the ins and outs of how you're going to approach back-to-school shopping. There are plenty of ways to cut costs and stay under budget. Consumer Report says just take your time shopping and researching for the best deals. Take advantage of major summer sales and tax holidays. There are plenty of opportunities to find discounts on many items on your list. Go shopping with a plan. Compare prices before you buy. Set a budget before you go to the store and figure out how much you can spend for various items on the list. And lastly, keep an eye on sales after you're done shopping. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. 11:17 now to today's talking point. At Whole Foods, you'll soon be able to pay with just the swipe of your palm. Amazon is currently testing its new Amazon One palm recognition technology at select stores, but the tech will be rolled out to all stores by the end of this year. That means customers can hover the palm of their hand over an Amazon One device, which recognizes an individual's palm. The company says each palm has a signature that will be securely stored in its cloud. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. What do you think?
Well, let me tell you something. For those people who are trying to stay off the grid, I hate to tell you, your time is up.
That's
okay?
not even possible in this day and age.
Because all this stuff, including 5G, pretty much when you step out of the house, they know, everybody knows your information, and it's just going to be what it is. So it'll be an adjustment for older people, older people like me who grew up in a world where you can hide. Right. Nowadays, you ain't hiding,
So then look, in that case, then you got to do what my husband says. You just got to live right.
You got to live right.
You just got to live right.
Because, Patrice, our kids, they've grew up in a world that's like this, and they're not even tripping. Right. But it's like the people who try to be like, nope, I don't even have a phone. I don't even have a TV. Right. I don't even have air in my house. It's like, okay, look, those days are over. So that palm thing is pretty scary.
Well, that was my first thought. Like, no way, I'm not giving you my palm. I don't even do finger recognition on my phone. But the more I read about it, it's not just Amazon. A lot of places, they're doing this at ballparks. They're doing this at other retailers. It is the new thing, and it's
and
all your
information. It'll be like, hey, hope you enjoy your game, and your high blood pressure's up. So you'd be like, what?
Too much information, going off the grid. All right, Mark, thanks. Wild weather in Greece as wildfires are forcing evacuations. Meteorologist Jasmine Lomax brings us a look at the conditions. Jasmine.
We are heading to Arizona, where they have been dealing with some very high heat. Taking a look at some of these photos. Now, these come from sunset when temperatures were still in the triple digits. So as we take a look, you'll see those beautiful, stunning photos, the cacti in the background, the sunset, just gorgeous. However, those temperatures very, very hot. They've seen temperatures at or above 110. For 24 days, this would be the 25th day in a row. In fact, parts of Arizona under an excessive heat warning. They're looking at temperatures still forecast to be above 110. And we'll see some other areas around the country, including Dallas, over 100 degrees. We're actually going to stay pretty mild here with temperatures only in the mid-80s, but we'll have our round of very hot temperatures by the end of the week. We started the morning with some areas of heavy rain and cloudy skies. As we head into the afternoon, there's still the chance for a spotty shower or two, but the rain won't be as widespread. We'll have more showers and storms on the way tomorrow. This is followed by dry weather on Wednesday and the start of a major warm-up as we get ready for the hottest temperatures of the year so far. As we head into the afternoon, we reach the mid-80s. It feels more like the upper 80s, then feels like the low 90s tomorrow and the upper 90s on Wednesday. After that, we get ready for those even higher temperatures on Thursday and again on Friday. Those heat indices will be above 100 degrees. This afternoon, there's the chance for a few lingering showers along the eastern shore, and into the evening, possibly a few stray showers and storms, but we stay mostly dry after midnight. We'll start with plenty of sunshine tomorrow, and by the afternoon, we'll have our next weather maker leading to rain and storms. Again, there's the possibility for heavy rain, which could impact your evening commute. Just make sure that you're driving safely. We start to dry out as we move into Wednesday. We've got the chance for showers and storms on Thursday, mostly dry on Friday, more storms on Saturday, and then mostly dry on Sunday. So up and down with the rain chances. 85 for the high temperature. This is followed by 89 tomorrow. Then the mid-90s on Wednesday and again on Thursday. Upper 90s with heat indices in the triple digits on Friday, likely the hottest day of the year. Then the low 90s over the rest of the weekend and into next week, still dealing with the 80s and the 90s.
Jasmine, thank you. This summer, Sinclair is partnering with the National Diaper Bank for Sinclair Cares Summer Diaper Drive. Scan the QR code to help local diaper banks provide diapers to children and families in need. Donate today for a healthier future for our little ones. And if your family is struggling with basic needs for your baby, go to sinclaircares.com. Still ahead, a recall to tell you about the foreign objects that may have made their way into cookies at Trader Joe's. And good news as we head into the busy summer travel season, the new Perks American is offering pilots as the company works to avoid a strike among their pilots. 11:22, you're watching Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. American Airlines is raising its pilots' contract offer by more than $1 billion. The airline decided to bring its offer to par with competitor United Airlines. United reached an agreement with its pilots last week that would give their pilots up to a 40% raise. American's new offer reaches about $9 billion in incremental compensation and benefits. Pilots would also get pay raises and bonuses. Netflix says their password sharing takedown in the U.S. has helped its bottom line. A new report says Netflix's attempt to eliminate unprofitable password sharing since late May is working so well, the company gained 5.9 million new subscribers in its second quarter. All right, now a recall to tell you about Trader Joe's recalling 2 types of cookies because they may contain rocks. The recall covers the almond windmill cookies with sell-by dates from October 19th through October 21st, as well as the dark chocolate chunk almond cookies with sell-by dates from October 17th through October 21st. The company says it's investigating how the rocks may have gotten into the cookies. You can return them for a full refund. Time now for your lunch break. Do you remember this? We told you last week how Burger King in Thailand is selling a cheeseburger, literally cheese. It has 20 slices of cheese on it, no actual burger, and it was called the Real Cheeseburger. Well, now the restaurant is rolling out the Real Meat Burger. It's a burger that's just meat. No cheese, no ketchup, no mustard, no toppings at all. The burger starts out with 3 patties, but customers can add as many as they want for about $3 a patty. They're trying to kill off their customers. That's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be more lifestyle and stuff. I don't understand the strategy.
Well, the Real Bun Burger is up next. Be More Lifestyle's coming at you next. Stay around.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
What's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Jason Green and Juan Nance from New Song Community Learning. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Are you an early bird or a night owl? A new report finds Americans may be turning into a nation of early birds, according to Wall Street Journal. Some movie theaters are moving up showtimes and restaurants are closing earlier to accommodate those who want to get home early. The report cites data from Yelp that showed 10% of the diners are now sitting down between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. I guess dinners. So, Lady T, are you obviously an early bird?
I am an early bird because of work, but honestly, I prefer the night hours. Let the freaks come out at night.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute,
so I was definitely out here I'm trying to be outside, okay? But no, honestly though, the over 30 crowd, we really do try to get home by 9.
Well, you just barely.
And in bed. We try to be at home by 8:30 and in bed by 9.
Wow. So, Jay Money, what about you?
I'm an early bird. You know, I pretend like I'm gonna be out at night, but you know what? You get out there, and the first thing you do, we get to the spot. Me and my wife are like, how long we staying?
Right. You gotta have that discussion.
You get old, you start saying, how long you staying?
How long we doing this for?
Wow,
That's true.
A late night king.
No, unless I get a nap in. If I get a nap in.
Let's go.
Look, naps are real.
We are all.
This man is speaking facts. You got to take that nap, or else I'm not finna be out all night. Okay.
Okay. We want you to tell are you early bird or a night owl? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on the Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. A new Barbie and Oppenheimer movie came out this weekend, and it's all anybody can talk about. So when you go see a movie, where do you like to sit? It's a question that could have cost more. However, movie chain AMC just announced it's backing away from plans to charge more for better seats. The plan would have seen seats on the front row cost less than seats in prime areas like the middle and back of the theater, but not everyone likes to sit in the same spot. Why? You look like a middle seater.
Now she's prejudging everybody.
I'm biased.
You look like
I'm a middle seater.
I know one.
You're middle. You like the middle.
Oh,
He's Mr. Juicer. He's Mr. Healthy Lifestyle. He sits far from the screen because he doesn't want to get too close because of the rays. Now, Jason, on the other hand, Jason's a middle seater.
We in the back. We try to get the back row, middle seat, center seat. But we want to be back. Like I want to put my hand up and mess with the movie screen. So like you see somebody's hand, I'm like, if you're recording this, you about to get this.
Lady, I'm curious, Lady T. I was going to say you seem like a close sitter, but I know.
Listen, I don't like my head all up like I'm gargling in the morning. No, I don't like that. No, but I definitely like to sit midway up. It's got to be directly in the middle, and it's got to be like right smack dab in the middle of the aisle, like because my knees can't go up that high. You know,
for you got on TMZ regularly. Lady T has to really watch the movie.
Yeah, I can't walk that high up, but I do want to. I've got to sit smack dab in that middle where you can really see. Plus, my vision's going. So
I'm
really
a back row person.
Yeah, I'm a back row.
I got the joke. I got the joke.
You see it because my eyes can't.
I'm back row because I got to get my nap. That's my sleeping time.
Yeah, that's a good time. With them seats that recline, you better tell it.
Looking for a job, avoid these resume red flags. Job experts say spelling errors will raise alarm bells. A resume that shows a bumpy or patchy work history may require you to explain on your resume why you moved around so much. Also, avoid listing possible controversial affiliations. You may want to stay away from listing political or social organizations unless they have direct relevance to your role. And lastly, if your resume doesn't have enough detail on it, the recruiter won't get a full sense of your skill and experience. I remember one time I really wanted this job. I sent off the resume with the wrong email and the wrong phone number.
You didn't want the job.
And I did not get the job.
Baby. You didn't want the job. That's what it was.
Okay, let me see. Let me ask you. Job king.
So I definitely make sure I triple check, quadruple check everything. You know, like I have a spreadsheet set up when I'm doing my job search. I know exactly, like it's a process because I want to make sure that if I'm getting this job, it's going to be right. Oh yeah,
you want the job.
So
exactly.
Lady T,
yes.
You've only worked here for 39 years.
Oh my gosh. I got this job. I'm like, did you look at the resume? They looked at it. They did. No, I try to send it with no spelling errors. I think the one thing that I could advise everyone to do is to make sure you get the dates right. When you work in someplace and those gaps in the resume, you're going to have to explain that. They're going to be like, why you ain't work for so long? What you out here, what were you out here doing?
That's when everybody's a consultant. Everybody's a consultant now. Everybody's doing that. They're like, I'm a consultant.
How do you keep the juice stains off your resume?
I mean, I try to focus on keeping the story together. I'm glad you said that. I try to focus on keeping the gaps together, like why I had gaps. But, I try to make it all make sense because it's all centered around community work.
It is. That's true.
All right, team, we're going to see you later in the show. Still ahead, a new school year will be here before you know it. And getting the kids back to school is so important. And back to school supplies are even more important. We'll tell you about how you can help with that. Also, we've all been there. You go to get into the car, it's burning up from the heat. We'll show you a new way to keep your car cool. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Well, so far it's been a beautiful summer, and with heat waves from coast to coast, all this heat can turn the interior of your car into a scorching oven, it's like a desert. Stacey Bell is here to help this out with the steals and deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
When it's hot out and you're headed out to work and you're going to leave the car out all day in the hot sun, you want to keep it cool on the inside because you don't want to get in the car and you or your children or your pets burn themselves. We've got just the thing. It fits into the glove compartment. It's called the Brella Shade. So you open it up and you raise it, and it's going to keep the sun out and keep your car cool all day. The inside of your car can get up to 43 degrees hotter than it is outside. Brella Shade cuts that by 35 degrees. And then you know how when your car has that new car smell, if it gets really hot, it's releasing those toxins in the air, and that's not good for you. And I'm a Southern girl, and it's like hot 10 months out of the year, and I hate sitting in the car, and I burn myself. This is super easy. It fits in your glove compartment. Some of the other ones, you have to figure out where you're going to store them. That's not an issue with the Brella Shade. You just pop it into your glove compartment. And it's going to save and preserve the life of your car. No cracking on your leather. It's just going to make your car cooler and more comfortable. We all want that after a long day or even a short day. Right now, we're offering a great deal. It's an awesome deal. It's 25% off. Head over to asadeals.com.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by WellPoint.
School starts back up soon, and something you might be missing on your back-to-school list is vaccinations. Dr. John Moore of WellPoint joins us now to discuss the importance of immunization this time of year. Doc, why is it so important to get kids vaccinated before school?
Yeah, and that's a great question. So when kids go back to school, they're in an environment with all their friends, all of their peers, and they're all sharing every germ that they've picked up with. So it's important for kids to go ahead and get their shots before they get in that environment so the vaccines can go ahead and have time to work. So we recommend, working with your doctor, working with your pediatrician to get all the vaccines that are recommended. And particular importance is the flu vaccine this year. We all know how bad flu was last year. And if we can do anything to get one step ahead of that, protecting our kids, we strongly recommend that. So if you can get your flu vaccine along with all the other vaccines, you're going to do your kids, all their friends, and all your family a huge service going into the school year.
And as we head back to school, what are some other things we should be aware of as far as health with our kids?
Sure. And as I said, they start to pass off a lot of germs. So the more good habits we can teach our kids, the more we can teach them to wash their hands like they're supposed to cover their coughs and their sneezes. And that'll really cut down on spreading those germs back and forth to each other. Also, good habits are important. So trying to get kids to, go to bed at the right time. We've all had a great summer, and picking up those good habits as far as sleep and as far as nutrition are going to give your kids the head start they need to be successful this school year.
How can parents find primary care doctors and where they should go to get vaccinated?
Yes, that's a great question. Hopefully you have a good relationship with your primary care doctor, pediatrician, or family practice doc already. If you don't, going to resources through the state of Virginia, or if you're a WellPoint member, going to wellpoint.com/MD/Medicaid, we can connect you with the primary care doctors who are accepting patients in your area. Otherwise, going through resources, if you have to, like the health department, or even like pharmacies can sometimes give vaccines. If you need help with transportation and you're a WellPoint member, we can help arrange that for you too.
Doc, thanks so much for this great information. Where can we go for more information?
Yeah, definitely. So looking at the websites for the Maryland Department of Health are good. And as I said, going to our WellPoint website, www.wellpoint.com/Maryland, will give you a lot of great information from local perspectives. I'm a pediatrician, so I always recommend going to the AAP, AAP.org. It's the American Academy of Pediatrics website, and they have wonderful information about vaccines, about overall child health. And it's where we get a lot of our information from.
Well, Dr. Moore, thanks as always. Great information. Okay, have a great one.
You too. Have a great rest of the summer.
Take care. Man, summer's it's amazing. It's going so fast. Coming up, an organization that's letting kids play, but also empowering these same kids by letting them play. That's coming up next.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
The New Song Academy is using creative ways to get young people excited about learning. Joining us from the organization are Jason Green and Juan Nance. And so, what's up, guys?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
You got the golf clubs in your hand.
Absolutely.
How did you come up with the idea of putting a putting green across the street from Gilmore Homes in Sandtown, Winchester?
Well, the idea was brought to our former executive director, and then when Jason Green came, I brought the idea back to him. I've been playing golf since I was 10 years old. My grandfather put the clubs in my hand at Forest Park Golf Course, and when me and Jason got to talking about, you know, the benefits of golf and the soft skills that you acquire through golf, he put the machine behind it, and that's how we got here now.
And then we also, we brought the kids, we put some mini greens down and brought some clubs in and taught the kids just how to putt real quick. And they were really excited.
Yes.
They really wanted to learn more. They wanted to get more. They were like, why can't we do this more? So we're like, this spawned the whole idea of SWAG, the Sandtown Winchester Alternative Greens.
Oh, one more time, SWAG.
SWAG, Sandtown Winchester Alternative Greens.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the alternative green part is because it's a play on actual greens, because an alternative green in the golf world is like a green that has multiple holes in it.
Yep.
And this one, that's the start of the design, is that it'll have multiple holes in it so they can practice from different places.
And then also, we had, green spaces in Baltimore. We love what they're doing for us, healing gardens and, vegetable gardens. We want to do something a little different, you know what I mean? And something that can, be maintained for a very long time.
And so, how long have you guys been, this is one aspect of the program, but also it's about educating and teaching the scholars. How long have you been doing this?
So New Song has been around for 30 years. New Song Community Learning Center has been around for 30 years. The school itself became a charter school about 3 or 4 years ago. Before that, it was a small initiative public school with Baltimore City Public Schools, so that's been about 20 plus years. So we've been serving Sandtown for well over 30 years as an organization, strengthening the community and educating the youth. We have alums.
I love it.
Kids in the building.
Facts.
I was going to say, I know you have successful stories. You mentioned it, Juan. Why golf? Was it the soft skills you mentioned?
The soft skills, just the intergenerational communication we can have. I remember having conversations with my grandfather and other elder men on the golf course and just watching how they communicate. And I think that's something that's missing in our community. We don't have enough intergenerational conversation with our young people. And I think you'll be surprised how many people, once they see that in our community, that's going to pull out them golf clubs to live right in the projects.
We also know that a lot of golf business deals happen on the golf course.
Absolutely.
So if we can empower our kids with this information, with this skill, so when they get into that world and they can say, oh yeah, I can play.
Yeah.
I got a set of clubs, or do they rent clubs? I can play with y'all. Can I be a fourth?
Yeah.
It's amazing. How many change the game?
Yeah.
Like we said, we know that there are golfers in Gilmore Homes, just ready to go.
Yeah.
So again, how can people, follow you guys and get involved?
So newsongclc.org is our website. On there's a page that you can follow. All of our social media is New Song either Academy or New Song Community Learning Center, as well as you can donate to help us expand this project, because we have multiple phases where we're going to have the putting green, a short game, a hitting bay. Then we're going to expand. Phase 2 is a small mini golf course. Phase 3 is another expanded golf course.
I'm on board, guys. We got to wrap up, but I'm definitely on board. And I need to know, can Juan beat Jason?
Oh yeah, without doubt. Juan actually teaches Jason.
Okay, I was going to say. Okay.
I'm his coach.
In golf.
All right. And I know I'm juicing too. Okay. Jasmine has the weather. Jasmine, what's going on?
Thank you, sir.
This summer, we've been seeing very hot temperatures and wildfires, not just here and in Canada, but around the world. This is coming in from Greece. You can see in the background, or in this video, you can see that fire blazing over the island of Rhodes. They're dealing with evacuations there. Meanwhile, here we've got the hot temperatures still impacting many parts of the country, especially the Phoenix area, where they are looking at temperatures above 110 for the 25th day in a row. We'll see a few other places in the triple digits. Meanwhile, we're talking 85, below average for us, so a nice treat before a major warm-up as we finish out the week. We had rain and storms to start the morning in some areas of heavy rain, but this is gradually tapering, and we are looking at just a spotty chance for showers and storms this afternoon. We'll have more rain on the way tomorrow and storms. There could be some heavy rain at times. We dry out on Wednesday, but that begins our big warm-up as we get ready for the hottest temperatures of the year so far. We'll feel like the upper 80s today, low 90s tomorrow, and then we start to see those heat indices in the upper 90s and even in the triple digits for the second half of the week. On Friday, those high temperatures around 98 degrees with heat indices possibly 10 degrees higher. We'll have mostly dry conditions to the west of the bay, but there could be a couple of lingering showers this afternoon along the eastern shore. As we head into the evening and night, a stray shower or two is possible, but we will stay mostly dry after midnight. The day starts with plenty of sunshine tomorrow, and then the next weather maker arrives for the afternoon, leading to rain and storms. There could be some areas of heavy rain continuing into the evening, leading to impacts to your evening commute. After that, though, we dry out, and it looks much better for Wednesday. Thursday brings the chance for late showers and storms, and that's followed by more rain on Saturday. Temperatures reach the mid-80s this afternoon. That is below average for this time of year, and after today, we start to get above average. 89 tomorrow, then the mid-90s on Wednesday, 96 on Thursday with heat indices in the triple digits. Heat indices in the triple digits again on Friday, which could be the hottest day of the year so far. We'll be in the 90s to finish out the weekend. Then next week, we're looking at the upper 80s.
It's the perfect, easy-to-make dish that's sure to impress without causing stress. Cooking mom Amy Hanton is here with another delicious salad recipe for us. Check it out.
Hi everybody, it's Amy, the cooking mom, and I want to share a nice, light, fresh salad recipe that will be a hit. It's something a little bit different. It's a refreshing cucumber mint salad, and it's super, super easy. I love it because it can sit out at a potluck or barbecue. It's nice and healthy. There's no mayonnaise, and even the kids will like this. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of white wine or rice wine vinegar, and that's going to give the cucumbers and the rest of the veggies some nice flavor. A little bit of olive oil and just a touch of salt and pepper. And the white wine or the rice wine vinegar is just a little bit lighter than the regular white distilled vinegar. Then I'm going to take some thinly sliced cucumbers. I love using the English cucumbers because you don't have to peel them. If your cucumbers are a little bit seedy, you may want to peel them a little bit and get rid of some of the seeds, but that's up to you. Then for some color, I've got some seeded diced tomato or some grape or cherry tomatoes that I've cut in half. I love a little bit of onion. This is just thinly sliced red onion. And I'm going to give this a gentle toss, just so it coats the cucumbers and the tomatoes and the onions. Now, one of the last things I'm going to add is some fresh mint. And a lot of people grow fresh mint and you don't know what in the world to do with all that mint besides put it in iced tea. Try putting it in some of your salads. It really is going to give them some great flavor and take it to the next level. And it adds lovely flavor to this salad. You could also do fresh dill if you didn't want to do mint. And last but not least, some crumbled feta cheese, just a little bit over the top, will really take this salad to the next level. This goes great with whatever you're grilling, from chicken to burgers to brats. And it's just something light and refreshing and something a little bit different. So enjoy, and as I always say, cook up some memories, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Amy. Still ahead, are you an early bird or a night owl? What you're saying about it and how changing habits are leading to a change in American business. This summer, Sinclair is partnering with the National Diaper Bank for Sinclair Cares Summer Diaper Drive. Scan this QR code to help local diaper banks provide diapers to children and families in need. Donate today for a healthier future for our little ones. And if your family is struggling with basic needs for your baby, go to sinclaircares.com. Now, are you an early bird or a night owl? A new report finds America may be turning into a nation of early birds. According to the Wall Street Journal, some movie theaters are moving up showtimes and restaurants are closing earlier to accommodate those who want to get home early. The report cites data from Yelp that show 10% of diners are now sitting down between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. That's interesting. And we wanted you to tell it, are you an early bird or a night owl? Most of you are saying, early bird. Great show lined up for tomorrow. The weather this week is going to be great, so why not get outside and explore Maryland? Coming up, we'll take you to Rocky Point Park in Baltimore County and show you the fun water sports you can take part in.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@foxbaltimore.com.
Thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and we'll see you tomorrow.